Hey, what's up? Welcome to the podcast. How are y'all doing? We're doing quite well. We're actually kicking back and relaxing with a nice cup of hot cocoa in this one. We start off things with a little of that Christmas spirit for you, so we hope you enjoy that. Also, with it being Christmas time, we know that you may need to go and escape your families for a little bit. If you're in town, why don't you come on the podcast? We'd love to have some new guests, some new faces for our wall. So yeah, come on down, let us know, just add us or something, I don't know, message us, I don't care. Here's the song, we'll see ya, bye.
A 1, 2, 3, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join any reindeer games.
We're still rolling.
And one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Thank you.
We did it.
And for our next number,
You're tuning in to Your Life Slide. Here's why. Christmas Hour.
Wow.
First up, a word from our sponsors.
We should get a radio station that's like live, and we just sing. It's just us three singing Christmas songs.
So like somebody accidentally pressed the scan button on their radio and it's just going through and it's like, Rudolph the Red. Like, whoa. Is that Sean?
Wow.
I know. Wait, what the heck?
I know these guys. I listen to their true crime podcast.
Yeah. True crime. What are we talking? Are we talking? What murder case are we talking about today?
So we're talking about my favorite murder, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is the murder of the electric car in the 1990s.
Ooh, what about the murder of
millions of people from smoking cigarettes?
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh.
Let's talk about that.
That's kind of heavy, Ryan.
Well,
Why'd you bring that up?
It's kind of what we're talking about today,
today's
Braden.
topic?
It is. Smoking.
Okay. I'm
Some
down.
smoking
We can talk
hot
about it.
deals from our sponsor. Stay tuned to our program.
Blue Apron.
Sponsored by Squarespace.
Sponsored by Skillshare.
Sponsored by Root Insurance.
There's like 4 definitive sponsors to every channel or thing.
Yep. And
we're subscribed to none of them, and we're sponsored by none of them.
yeah, we just
In other words,
Squarespace sponsor us, please.
Please sponsor us.
Blue Apron sponsor us. We're drinking hot cocoa. Do you think Blue Apron can send us like pre-made hot cocoa?
I think it'd be cold if it was pre-made.
Well, like
pre-portioned.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I know, but I want the liquid. I want
You
to
want-
pour in the liquid and heat it up. I don't want
Okay.
that powder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dealing with the powder is
Anyway,
not great. We're talking about smoking.
We're talking about smoking.
Wow.
Do you guys smoke at all? You smokers? Are we smokers here? on your
Well,
wife's line
let's
here as well?
let's start with what constitutes smoking. Is
Do you
smoking
count-
cigarettes? Is
you
it
count vaping?
marijuana cigarettes? Is it electric cigarettes?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Let's define that and then go from there. Either way, my answer is no.
Yes.
Not even. Anyways, we'll get to that. But
Inhaling essential oils.
oh
Nope.
yeah, no, I've had essential oil little vaporizer
Is that a
things.
thing?
I kind of want
It
to
is,
get
yeah.
one.
They
Wait.
didn't do anything.
This is a genuine question. This is no. I think I came up with something, guys.
Okay.
Because you know how you can refill Juul pods with whatever you want.
Yeah.
What if we put essential oils in Juul pods? Like,
So I looked into that once.
Mm.
do the Juuls just really be hitting different?
No, I think it fries it.
Oh
I
man.
think it just fries.
What do we
It
have to
doesn't-
add to
like-
make it?
You can probably add like cocoa
vegetable
butter, or
glycerin.
vegetable oil, or something like just something.
That's what they
Because
make
all,
vape juice.
it
out
all
of.
has like a base of something, like a coconut
It's
oil
vegetable
or something
glycerin.
like that.
Yeah,
And
it just makes it thick. Basically.
if you probably have that and put essential oils in, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
kind of lit.
What's a good essential oil that we can Juul up?
I
hate that.
There's like, there's some like the mixed ones, like the holiday blend. So you
Okay.
just smoke like Christmas.
Okay, what do they do though?
It wouldn't do anything, that one. But there's like On Guard, like you were sucking on those On Guard pills.
Yeah,
And they like keep you from being sick. Or you could do the Breeze ones.
Oh, those are fun.
That's kind of like what menthol would do, though.
Yeah.
But if you just did like peppermint, I bet it wouldn't have that.
But
same
if you
effect.
want to smoke Christmas out of your Juul, that'd be kind of dope. You just won't get a nicotine buzz, but hey, that's bad for you anyway.
Tastes like pine.
So do you guys smoke? Anything?
I vape.
You vape?
I unironically vape.
I feel like the memeing on vape has kind of died out though. Like
It's
it was
definitely died.
hella memed on a year and
The
a half ago, 2
memeing
years
on
ago.
Juuling is even kind of dying out.
It is,
Everyone
yeah.
memed on Juuling for
Because
a while,
everyone who's making fun of him has one now.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they're all addicted to nicotine.
Yes.
Sean?
I not as much as I used to. I used to smoke a little bit. Used to vape a little bit. I still have a vape, but it's like the atomizer's burnt out. So,
Just don't feel like keeping up on it.
Yeah,
It's
man.
probably good though.
Probably good.
All the girls that put glue on their hands and then peeled it off in elementary school all own Juuls now.
All the girls who wore those Cookie Monster sweats
Yep.
to school
And the hat too.
are in jail or in prison
All the girls who
for
wear
abusing
the,
their child.
Who's the green one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Oscar.
Oscar.
Oscar
the Grouch?
All the ones who wear the Oscar snapback are all in prison for
Oh,
sure.
man.
They probably all smoked. That was what got them there.
probably yeah.
It's a gate.
Is smoking a
Cookie
gateway
Monster
thing?
hats. Cookie Monster hats are a gateway.
Okay.
I feel like smoking could be a gateway. Now that we're talking about it, I think it could be like that's kind of hard.
Like smoking what? Like smoking weed or
I know.
smoking?
I'm okay. When I refer to smoking in this video, I'm talking about cigarettes, vaping, or Juuls.
Okay.
That's like what I
Yeah.
consider like smoking. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna, if we're talking about weed, I'd probably say smoking weed. You know what I mean? Like a drug.
Okay.
Because
Smoke a J.
yeah,
Hit a blunt.
like
Smoke a J.
nicotine is still a drug. I guess it's
Yeah.
not technically. It's a drug. Yeah.
It's addictive.
Yeah. It's
Al-
addictive.
You know, it alters things in your body, or it gives a reaction in your body.
Yes, but nicotine isn't the thing that harms you. Correct. The thing that harms you is
so.
the other stuff in it. The nicotine just makes you like want it more,
Yeah.
which is not a good thing. Of course.
Yeah, I think from my understanding, nicotine is the addictive part.
Yes.
But
Like,
at the same time,
gives you
I don't think
buzz.
there's been extensive studies on just nicotine and how it affects you.
That's true.
Because, like, I don't know. I guess there's always been like nicotine patches.
I was
and
about
stuff.
to say that, like nicotine gum is another thing.
Yeah, there's that. But like, I don't know. I mean, it took a long time for people to figure out that smoking was like killing people. I don't know if like the same thing is going to happen with vape.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's not as
It's not old enough.
restricted right now, and it's not old enough to like have a lot of study on it.
Yeah, but the like the whole like there's all kinds of stuff in cigarettes that will kill you, but the nicotine's just what makes you want it more.
Mhm.
So back to the question: is smoking, like vaping, all that stuff, is it like could it be a gateway to like other drugs? Do you think? I know that's like
I think so.
you think so? That's pretty hefty, but I think
I think
it is too.
if like that's what you start out, you're gonna get used to putting things that you know are harmful in your body. So I mean, if, like,
that's a good point.
yes, like if you start off with like smoking and everything, you know that it's bad for you, and then like you're okay with that. Then I mean, what's to stop you from starting
Even if
something
you
else?
just vape or just like use a Juul,
Mhm.
like like it's not like nicotine is like directly harming you. I guess it might be. I'm not super educated about it, but like
Either.
it, like you're accepting that you're like this is not good, but I'm doing it anyway because I like it, whatever. But like, yeah, because then you would accept putting other things in your body. I don't know. Ryan, do you think it's a gateway?
I don't know, because it's
kind of a hard question.
It was kind of a turnoff for me when I hit your vape,
Yeah,
because like you would always do it, and you'd be like, "Yo, take it," and then like I'd try,
Uh-huh.
and I would like just choke on it or just cough it up.
Yeah.
And then there was one time that I was like dedicated. You were like, dude, you're gonna feel this if you
Dude, that
keep
was
doing
a
it.
bad night.
And I-
That
and
was
I just-
this is an awful night.
I was just like, I'm gonna do it till I hit it, like until I feel like just good, till I feel buzzy.
yeah, well,
And
like,
I hit it like 15 times,
and I had some,
and then I just got so sick.
yeah, you got Nick sick for sure.
I was like,
Like-
I don't ever want to do this again. And I was like,
bad,
Braden,
too.
I like need to get some food in me, but everything sounds disgusting. And you were just like trying to take care of me. You're like, buddy, I've got like applesauce. Do you want applesauce? And I was like, yeah, I'll take some applesauce.
I was like chips. You're like no. I was like grapes. I have like fruit. Do you want watermelon? You're like no. I'm like, what can I give you? Do you want mac and cheese? You're like no. I'm like, bread. Do you want a slice of bread? Toast, a sandwich. What do you want? He's like, no. I'm like, applesauce. He's like, yeah. I'll have some applesauce.
I'll
Braden.
take some appy sauce.
Oh please, can I please have some applesauce? I'm Nick sick.
Oh, I can't. I'm sick.
I'm sick. No, yeah, being sick from it is definitely like not a good feeling though. You feel like I can't even explain it. You just feel gross, kind of. Kind of feel like garbage.
See, I would make the mistake of like not eating breakfast, getting really hungry during the workday, and then using my lunch to go and vape. And then it just destroyed my appetite. And I would like go like whole days without eating because like I was like vaping so much at the time.
So it like makes you not want to eat, or it just makes you sick, so you don't want to eat.
I don't know what it does, but it definitely affects your appetite, I think.
Yeah,
I think it affects mine.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Like, I mean, like I could like still eat food and stuff, but like it doesn't make me feel hungry. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to explain, but like
Yeah.
you don't feel like eating when you're vaping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're either eating or you're vaping. Like you don't mix the two. If you're vaping, you're not going to eat for like a minute. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's weird.
I think that's a thing. Like I heard like somewhere like Christian Bale, like when he was, getting ready for his role in The Machinist, how he got super like skeletal thin, like really, really skinny. His diet was an apple and a can of tuna fish per day, and then he would just chain smoke. And it would keep him from like not getting hungry and stuff.
Oh, that's. I mean, this is
he was just smoking all day.
I guess.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
That might not be true. I'd have to fact check that, but that sounds
I didn't
right.
hear that because I looked up a video on him doing that, but I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if the chain smoking
could be.
but
I know he was saying that he was only getting like 2 or 3 hours of sleep every night during that time too.
Dude.
But it was like one of the most peaceful times in his life because he was always
What?
reading.
What?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
That's
But he started, so he was like 90 pounds.
yeah.
He was like 99 pounds.
Yeah, no
Like-
way.
And he tried to keep going. And the producer's like, if you keep going, you're going to die and we can't finish our movie. So you're not allowed to die.
I'm gonna put a restriction on it. You can't die. He's like, come on, man.
And then right after that, then he'd bulk up for Batman Begins.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's changed his weight like a million times, but that's a little besides the point. But speaking
Yeah.
of movies, like, do you think that like cigarettes in media always like kind of fantasizes it, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's like
Definitely.
you always kind of see movies and like they're smoking and it's like that's kind of cool. Like they look
It's-
kind of cool smoking
yeah,
that
okay.
cigarette.
It's its source of advertising.
Be real. Smoking cool. Like smoking a cigarette.
It looks fucking cool.
I hate to say it. It's cool. We're not advocating that cigarettes are good.
We're
They're
not condoning
they're
it.
not
It will
good.
kill you.
It will literally kill you. But
Mhm.
It
Just
looks so cool.
the
You look
image of it
freaking
is
so cool.
dangerous
But here's the thing. You have to look cool already. You have to be like a good looking person or
Yeah.
like a cool looking person. Because like you see disgusting people doing it and you're like, ew, that's disgusting.
yeah,
So there's like a part of it too. There's a little condition. There's a little clause in there that's like you already have to be somewhat cool.
you have to be somewhat handsome, somewhat something. You can't just. I feel like us, like I just wouldn't. I would feel cool, but I wouldn't look cool. You know what I mean?
I would feel like I was like in the movies, but I would look like a dumbass like teenager. They're like these stupid kids smoking, losing their teeth.
basically.
Oh, goodness.
That I would need like a skateboard. I would have to hold a skateboard and like smoking a cigarette. It's weird because like we're all old enough to like purchase cigarettes and all that, but like
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever buy a pack of cigarettes and like just I'm like, yeah, I want to smoke these. You know what I mean?
I've bought
Like-
a pack before.
Have you?
Yeah, tell that story. Actually, the one about your car.
No.
What is
so
this?
I buy this pack of cigarettes, and like I go and like I drive up the mountain and everything. I'm gonna go smoke these cigarettes and read a book.
Oh, that's kind of
Like
that's kind of nice.
Like really classy.
Yeah.
And it's like I go up and like I'm walking on this trail and like I smoke like a third of the cigarette. I'm like, this is fucking gross. So then I just put it out and like drive back home. On my way back, I was like, I'll smoke another on the way down. So like I pull out another cigarette and like I'm smoking it like while I'm driving and everything. And like I'm repositioning my hands and then I drop the cigarette and it falls into like it goes like behind my steering wheel, like into the like this console of my car.
The inner mechanisms of the car.
The inner mechanisms. So I had to like go to Walmart, buy a screwdriver, unscrew, like take out the whole front panel of my car and fish out this cigarette. And then like my car just smelled like cigarettes for like the rest of the week, and I haven't touched a cigarette since.
Yeah, that'll make
my
you
story.
stop, I guess.
That's my story.
That was the universe saying no more.
That's how I was saved.
That's how your car saved you from.
So do they taste bad?
They taste awful.
They do.
They do? Like,
Yeah.
what do you like? Just taste like garbage?
No,
Or-
they taste better than other things. Like if you get like a menthol cigarette,
I've never had a menthol cigarette. Normal cigarettes are
nice.
just gross though.
there's like Camel
sure.
Crushes. Like there's like a little ball of like menthol oil. You just crush it and it
Yeah.
fills up in the filter, and it's kind of nice.
So do you like the smell of them or no?
No, it's disgusting. I hate the smell of cigarettes.
I like it in
Yeah,
a weird way.
You like it? It's like I almost kind of like the smell, but it's like if anything around me ever smelled like that for a long time, I'd lose it.
Yeah.
Or like even a short time. But like if I pass someone, it depends. Sometimes I think it's awful, and then sometimes I like kind of like the smell.
Yeah.
Not like it, but I don't know. There's
It's-
something there.
I think it's kind of different. Sean, do your parents smoke?
No.
My parents smoke.
Oh,
That
really?
might be why I hate it.
Huh?
I don't know,
Do they
just-
like smoke in the house or no?
No, just in the garage. But
Makes
like,
sense.
yeah, it's always been there. It's just like
Yeah.
that might be why I don't like
Smell.
it.
Okay, that checks out. No, I get that.
Yeah.
What were you saying about electronic cigarettes? That's what I was going back to.
Oh yeah.
The Juul was very poppin' for a while, and the whole point of the Juul was to help people stop smoking cigarettes, which is understandable. It's a good device. And then the damn kids,
The kids made it about themselves, and it turned into now we're all smoking. Now we're all addicted to nicotine.
now we turn the bathrooms into the Juul rooms. We get it.
Dude,
I
I doubt the
signed that-
people at Juul are saying like, we don't. How did this happen? How did kids
Oh yeah,
get it?
big nicotine, big Juul companies don't care who's buying their product. They care
I don't
that
think so.
their product's making a ton of money.
They did ban those fruity flavors though, or they took.
They
them
think they
off, or-
were like petitioned to by the government.
Were they?
Yeah, or at least everyone, all the people were like, "Yo, please do this." And so it's like to save face, they're probably like, "Okay, we'll cut them out."
Because
But
they're
it's
still
like-
going to make a ton of money anyway.
Yeah.
People aren't going to stop.
Wait, did they ban them just for tasting good? Like,
Yeah,
Like
'cause
certain
kids
fruity
like to
ones
believe.
because it was like to market to kids.
Yeah.
But it's like
okay.
I believe they still have flavors that are enticing
They
to
have
the users, anyways,
Cool
aren't they?
Mint.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Cool Mint. I think they still have it. I might be wrong. Might have to fact check that one. But like, I don't know. I like that one. It's still on. So whatever.
I mean, you could fill the pod with like your own vape juice, right?
Yeah, you can fill it with essential oils.
Essential oils and vegetable glycerin.
Yes,
But that hit different.
but that would hit different. But like, I don't know. What do you think about kids just getting Juuls? I don't know. It's just weird because when I was in like junior high, not junior high. When I was in high school, like the last thing I think I wanted in high school was a Juul or like a vape or anything. I was like, nah, fine. I'm not really about it, but like, it seems like, I guess I'm not in high school now, so I wouldn't know, but it seems like quite a few kids do it. I might be wrong. I feel old saying that, even though I'm like,
Yeah, I
19.
don't know the demographic. All
Well,
I see is like the memes of the kids.
how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, no, maybe we'll go into school one day and do a survey.
Ask
I
us.
feel like
How do you do, fellow kids? Have you hit the Juul like Wiz Khalifa?
When is the last time you have smacked the Juul? They're like,
Hey, what's up, Fortnite gamers? Feeling epic today?
Please take our survey about Juuls.
About Juuls. It's for my 11th grade English class paper.
Dude, aren't you like 21? You're like, what?
No.
No.
You're thinking of someone else, man. You're thinking of someone else.
Oh, yeah, super senior. You're like, okay, that's where I draw the line.
That's where I'm out. I will never be called that.
Never.
Take it back.
Take it
Take it
kid.
back.
I will fight you. I will go to jail for this. Take it back.
Take it back one more time. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan is not a big fan of the vape, though.
No, I don't like the vape. I'm not a fan of the vape. I remember there were kids. Vaping had started to infiltrate its way into high school, like our junior, senior year, Sean. Because people were vaping.
Yeah.
I remember Caleb Gibb would like skip class to go vape in his Mustang.
Really?
Yeah.
What a guy.
That's kind of silly.
What a legend.
I feel like in high school, like nobody really smoked unless like you were like, you know, pretty trashy, and like then vaping was still getting really memed on.
Yeah. No, it all got memed on for a long time because the whole thing that started it was H3H3 Vape Nation.
Vape Nation.
Everyone has seen that video and knows the VN, you know what I'm talking about with the hands.
Oh yeah.
And everyone's, you know, Vape Nation. And when I remember people used to come into Wiggy Wash and like you could tell when people have vaped because it would be on their window.
Yeah.
And you couldn't clean it, and we would meme on them so hard. Like, God, go get this vape god. Gotta go pick up this vape god, bring him to his car or whatever. And like, it's, I don't know. Now it's just like, I feel like not everyone does it, but like you walk down the street and like you see a ton of people vaping and you just don't care.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Like it doesn't bother anybody. Like it doesn't smell harsh or anything like that. Like it smells like
It always smells pretty
It always
good.
smells good. I remember
really
when we were in California, I like thought I smelled like a bakery, or there was something that I thought that I smelled. I was like, "Oh, guys, come over here. It's this." And then I like looked in front and saw it was just a dude huffing a cloud.
I remember this dude ripped like this smelled like pink lemonade in front of me, and I was like, "Oh man, that's just a good smell." Like, I don't know, you can't even smell pink lemonade.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but like that dude, I smell pink lemonade. It was weird. I don't know. That's vaping though. We love it. No, we don't. Yeah.
How many friends do you have that smoke?
Smoke isn't like vapes,
Be it
cigarettes, whatever.
electronically or smoke? We've already set aside the precedent of what smoking is.
I guess you're right. A good amount, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite a few.
probably
Yeah.
probably about half
Half
of
of
the people
your
I hang
friends?
out with.
Probably
yeah.
more than half for me. Most people I know, I feel like vape or something, which is kind of depressing now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just kind of something that like, I don't know. I feel like people just do it now. It's not exactly a good thing. I mean, I do it, so.
I mean, it's
Whatever.
not like anybody like really stops to think about it. Like when like you stop to think about it, you're like, well, like what are like the pros of this? Makes me feel good sometimes.
Yeah,
Like not even like that good, but like for some reason, like you still just want to keep vaping.
I can
it.
sling a mad jellyfish. I'm
Yeah,
just
so the
throwing it out
vape
It's
tricks are a
true.
big part of Braden's
there. They are,
kind of vibe. What explain that?
dude. I don't know. I just like doing vape tricks.
Vape tricks are kind of cool.
Do you guys want to see some? My vape's in my car.
Yeah,
Do you actually?
On the podcast, like right now?
Yeah.
we'll
No,
just
I've seen all of your
it.
tricks before.
But I
We'll
have
describe
new
it
ones
to our
now.
viewers.
I can pole split now.
Pole split.
Yes.
You can do a split on a pole.
It's pretty hard, actually. I've done it like a handful of times.
Huh.
You like blow an O, and then you split it with your hands, so it goes 2 O's.
Whoa.
It's so hard.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's some.
If you
airbending.
can't do some Gandalf level stuff, I'm not interested.
Make like a giant ship come out of your mouth.
kid, that'd be kind of tight.
A full-on pirate ship, and then he sends a wave that goes through it.
Jeez.
It's a pirate ship riding a wave. It's just riding out of my mouth. Everyone's like, "Whoa, wow!" I feel like it's like a weird thing to say, but like, vape tricks are like a part of that
Vape culture.
Yeah, the whole culture of it. Yeah, because it's, I don't know. I feel like if you talk to your friends and you do something like you do, like you blow an O or whatever it may be, and like I don't know. It's almost like a conversation starter about smoking.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, we both smoke. How, like, we can talk about this. Oh, what flavor do you have? Oh, this and that, this and that. And then it's like almost like, I want to say growing it. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's just like that. I feel like it's just so accepting now. Not like it's a good thing again, but
I mean, it's kind of parallel to something that I learned in my Prime for Life class, which was a mandatory class that I had to go. It was court ordered. But
thank you,
That
Sean.
I went to on the weekend because I was bored and wanted to learn.
I wanted to learn about drugs and alcohol and their dangers. But it was actually a really cool class. Anyway, but one thing that they said is that one stage of addiction is fanaticism. Like if like you can like really like if you like start like like collecting collecting like different types of paraphernalia and like like taking care of it and like cleaning it and like putting it up on display and like talking about it and like getting excited about it and everything. It's like a layer. It's like a level of addiction.
That sounds spot on. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I used to clean my vape so much when I got it. Like when I first got it.
I mean, with that, like,
like you would clean it like a gun or what? Like
no, seriously.
Take it apart, scrub her
'cause
all
mine
down,
is all
lube her up.
Well, mine's like shiny and like it has lights on it, so I would always like spot clean that thing like after like 2 days, and I don't know why I just did, but like I
You were
don't.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Like,
If someone was like,
care of
"Oh, what flavor is that?" and you hand it to them, that you want like the twinkle, like you want the sun to kind of shine down on it.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, I like your vape."
Like the AI
Thank you,
vape?
sir. Huh?
Do you remember the AI vape?
What is the AI vape?
It's like a fully smartphone vape, like a smart vape for like $50.
Does it have Alexa in it?
No, it's got something worse. But you can tell it like change color orange and then like turn Nick to 7.
Turn Nick to 50. It's like 50 Nick. Have you seen that video?
the H3?
No, it's a Cody Co video.
Oh.
I love Cody Co. Oh my gosh, 2 Juuls? That's like 100 Nick. Anyways. But yeah, my vape looks like a Decepticon and I like to keep it clean.
Dude, your vape looks clean, though.
Thanks, man. More fanaticism at its best.
Dude.
I like your wolf.
Dude,
It's kind of cool.
I like my wolf, too. I haven't picked it up in
Are we actually
a month.
talking about this on the podcast? I feel weird about this.
I know.
It's kind of funny.
This is
Weird.
a totally legal substance. I think you guys have. I think we've discussed
It
less
is a
legal
substance. It's
legal
odd.
things before in the past.
No, it's just weird that we've
fair.
spent like the whole podcast like talking about how bad smoking is, which it is. And
Yeah,
then
wait,
that-
what
and
the
then-
hell, guys? I'm still no. It's vape is still bad.
No,
Vape
my,
is so bad. We know.
Dude.
But
Moms against vape. Christian moms against vaping.
Christian moms against vape.
my snow wolf though. You guys have seen that.
I've
thing.
seen it.
Literally has a wolf's head on it.
You guys are in the fanaticism phase.
I'm definitely far past it. Sometimes I like to drift back into it though.
I dabble in fanaticism.
I'm saying I have gummy worms in my vape right now and it tastes really good. Not to mention,
Well, okay, let me pick your brain then.
okay,
What's the why keep doing it?
I have no idea.
Could you stop if you really wanted to?
I think I could, but then everyone says that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, I could quit right now.
of course
if
I could. Yeah.
Yeah, I would quit right now. I could quit right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. That's always the argument.
Yeah.
I genuinely do not have anything else to say besides that. Like, that's my argument as well.
Yeah.
But like, I think I could stop, but I don't think it would be easy. I think I would be grumpy
Yeah.
if I didn't vape. You know what I mean?
Because how often are you doing it? Like a day?
Pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
'Cause,
like a
like-
routine for it at all? Like, do you have like a time that like you?
Like at work, I vape on my lunch break. Like when I'm eating lunch. Oh, I do smoke and eat at the same time. That's wild. But yeah, like I'll just I
What-
go to lunch.
What
I
Nick
vape.
are you rocking?
I went back to 3
Okay.
because I wanted to not use 6 so much.
Yeah.
That was actually the thought process.
Yeah,
I just
that's
didn't.
awesome.
yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Because what's it like to feel it? I've never felt it.
Oh, like buzzed off.
Like buzzed off of
Yeah.
Nick.
Oh,
It's
how do you?
nothing special, really.
It kind of sucks.
It does.
Like if you
Like-
get too much of it, it almost makes you feel lightheaded.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's like a half good, half bad lightheaded. There's
Yeah.
very little good to it though. if
See,
you're,
there's
buzzed
like a
off
sweet
it.
spot
I would say there's a
that you can
sweet.
try to land on.
It- like,
I would almost say there's a sweet spot of like relaxation, but like
yeah.
it's not like I would never recommend it to anybody. Like I wouldn't recommend to someone who does not vape. If there is like someone in front of me, they've never vaped, never done anything, I would not tell them, "Hey, you should buy a vape." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to try my gummy bear?
You want to try this gummy bear?
Oh no, I've never vaped.
To kind of explain like what it does, like it kind of works like, you know, to keep you from getting anxious, but it reminds me of this line from Twin Peaks. This girl, she comes in and she's smoking a cigarette, and her boyfriend asks, when did you start smoking? And then she says, when I started getting anxious. And then he was like, well, when did you start getting anxious? And she said, when I started smoking.
Yeah.
And then, so it's kind of like that, like, you know, like you'll get like, you know, like if you're like, you know, like all like riled up or anxious or something like that, like you take a drag of a cigarette or you hit your vape or something and you feel a little bit better, but like for like a little bit, but then like once like your buzz kind of goes away, then like
comes back.
It kind of comes back. So then you just kind of like keep
See,
feeding that.
I work with this Mexican guy, and he'll probably smoke maybe he's gotten better actually. I think I haven't talked to him much about it, but I've noticed. He like when I first started, he was like smoking probably like a pack a day, and it would be like when we were like lifting stuff, and so he would have like a
cigarette in his mouth,
like a 2x10, like a 20-foot long 2x10, walking all day, and then he would have the cigarette in his mouth, and he would still be smoking it, and he would just never touch it, and he would smoke the whole thing. Just while his hands were full the whole day.
Oh.
Like you'd never like move it away. You'd never pull it away. He would like it was just impressive to watch because I've never seen anyone do that.
So like that's the air
like
that he's
completely,
breathing.
yeah. like
you're talking. This dude lit the cigarette. It started working. Did not touch it with his hands until he took it out and it was gone.
Correct.
That's kind of dope.
That's insane.
Okay, it's not. I hate saying
Like-
it's like kind of dope. Like who does that? But it's not cool.
good. Yeah,
it's not good at all.
Because it's like it's addicted. Like you can't stop. Like he's told me that before. He's like, don't start. Because sometimes I'm like, just joking. I'm like, hey, I'm tired. Can I hit one of those? He's like, no,
you can't.
And because he's like 55, 60, he's really old and he's like super into cigarettes. And there's nothing he can do.
I bought my dad a Juul. You know this. I bought my dad a Juul so he would stop smoking. He uses it, but I should kick his ass. That's what I should do. He like uses it, but not like he should. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think of like the attack ads that run, like the anti-smoking?
Oh, you talk about like truth or
well, yeah, like there's some brutal truth ones. Like not brutal, like not like that sounds complimentary, but like there's some just really weirdly graphic ones, and I understand what they're going for.
You know, leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, there's ones where like teeth are like falling out of people's face and it looks like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
I always heard the ones on SoundCloud because I guess truth hit SoundCloud hard because if you have SoundCloud downloaded on your phone, you're probably smoking something. but like, no, like I'm being serious. That's the only place I've ever seen a truth ad. But like, they were always so like, they were like kind of came off cheesy to me.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of comical to me. I don't know though.
I think when we were kids, there used to be those ones. I don't actually remember if they used to be for it or against it. There was like those two vultures.
Yeah.
Those were against it, right? Or those were for?
Oh, I know what you're talking about though.
Those don't make you want to stop smoking. Those were funny commercials.
They were funny.
I think that's why they changed it because they're like, oh, kids like these commercials, therefore kids are associating it with smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that thing where like there was a conspiracy theory where they thought Pez, like the way you would open up a Pez machine was similar to how you would light a lighter, and it was like grooming kids to be smokers.
That's a bit far, but
it's a little far-fetched, but it's interesting.
I mean, there's candy cigarettes too. Just pure sticks of sugar that you just
me and Morgan Mom
mouth.
had some of those in Arizona the other week. And it was disgusting.
The candy,
they're gross.
Fake ones.
But they're cool.
We put one in and we're like, all right, yeah, this is kind of cool. And then I took a bite. I was like, no, this is worse. This is worse than a cigarette.
Supposed to smoke it, right? What about the kid? What about smoking Smarties in elementary school?
Brayden, I feel like you were that kid.
I was always really bad at it.
Same.
I couldn't figure out how to do it very well.
Yeah, I tried it once, couldn't do it right away, never did it again.
My brother was really good at it.
Which
Good for him.
Daniel.
Don't rub it in. I can't do it very well.
Sorry, but you know, I always looked up to him. You know, like
Damn, I wish I could smoke Smarties like Daniel.
seriously.
Do you think people should be allowed? Like, do you think it's good cause that people can't just smoke anywhere?
Yeah, like
I just think I don't know. It's almost funny. It sounds bad, but like I make fun of my dad for smoking because I try to get him to stop.
mm-hmm.
And like, What do I say? I remember we were at the airport once, and you know how they have the smoking rooms in the airport
Uh-huh.
that like have a vacuum in there and they can suck them out and all that whatever.
Oh.
But we were going somewhere. He was like, "I'll be right back." I was like, "What? You need to go like kill your lungs some more in the smoking room?" And he's like, "Very funny." And then he went and smoked. You know? Well, like they have the smoking rooms in like the airport. They have them at the amusement park at Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
They're smoking like stations there, which is just like
A lot.
yeah. There's quite a few of them. Which it's just weird that they have to do that instead of banning the whole park of cigarettes. They know they'll make less money, so they have to have a place to smoke inside of the park, which is like a weird compromise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like it's almost like we can't get rid of it. I don't know. Like no matter how hard you try, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
No. Like if you illegalized it or anything, like, you know, it'd be like the same as the prohibition. People would find ways to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this is just a weird thought. Well, like I can't. Like I'm 19. I can legally buy cigarettes. But, like, I could never see myself legally going to buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I don't even smoke weed. But I could see myself smoking weed, like, going out and buying something illegal than buying cigarettes first. You know what I'm saying?
That's because weed doesn't kill you.
No.
Yeah.
Weed is nice. Weed's, you know, it won't
Weed
kill
is
you.
the good guy.
We were talking about this the other day. Like, weed should be legal and alcohol, if anything, should be more legal.
Yeah, that's a
that kills way more people than weed does. Weed doesn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. I'd rather buy a marijuana cigarette than a cigarette.
Exactly. Like, I would not want a pack of cigarettes. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't even smoke weed. But, like, I'd rather just go out and buy weed if, like, I had to pick one, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Heavy agree.
I don't think weed could ever be as casual as cigarettes, though. Like,
I don't know. I think with the direction that it's going, I think it will be in like 50 years, assuming we don't all die or destroy our planet.
well, no, I think like it does like impair your driving. Like it impairs like motor skills. Oh, not necessarily like impairs motor skills, but it definitely impairs your attention.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
for
So I mean,
everybody,
you
but
get
for
high.
some people.
It would be the same as like you can't. You're under the influence.
Yeah.
But it would. It wouldn't be like
So it'd be more,
taboo in any way. It would be totally. It would just be just as normal.
Yeah, but you can smoke and drive, like cigarettes.
Like if it is to become casual, then I think it'd be it will be as casual as alcohol.
I agree. I agree with
it'll get
Sean.
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. You're saying as how functional it'll be in society versus how casual it'll be. It's still very casual for alcohol. It's just you don't drink and drive. The function of it,
like doing it, because like some people smoke out of bongs or whatever you do, and that stuff's like preparation. If that's what you're talking about, or are you just talking about in society in general?
I'm saying normalized in society.
Oh yeah,
which is what
I still think,
question was.
Yeah, I still think more like alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a great alternative to anything that people want to get, or something to, get you crossfaded. But it's like if somebody so chooses, it's a great alternative to alcohol. I mean, like it gets you there, and it doesn't, destroy your liver. It doesn't destroy your stomach and your other internal organs. It doesn't leave you with a hangover in the morning. I mean,
doesn't it harm your lungs? You're still smoking things.
If you're smoking it,
if you smoke anything, it hurts your lungs.
I think I don't know if it harms your lungs less when you vaporize it. I don't know if.
Oh, I don't think like vaping's not good for your lungs. I think if you smoke anything, it's kind of just bad for your lungs. Yeah.
If anything goes into your lungs besides oxygen, then it's probably not very good. But I mean, like in the sense of like eating it or injecting it, I don't know.
Snorting it. I snort my weed.
Snort weed. You're like, I'm not feeling this.
Oh my god, I think it's stuck, bro. Why'd you tell me to do this?
Man. But
it's kind of weird how in other states in most states it's legal at 18.
Yeah.
Which I can never see that being a thing, but it's definitely a thing. I don't know why.
I think it's more weird that it's not a thing here.
Huh?
Not that I'm encouraging anyone to do it. Oh, whatever age, but I think that's just a total annoying Utah thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think it's annoying? Why do you think it's annoying?
I don't know. I just think states. I don't know. I guess it probably went to a vote, and the people probably voted for it, which is cool. That's good then. I guess I just think it's dumb that like that's something that could be different from one state to another. all
Yeah.
because of the condition of what Utah is.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
again, if people voted for it, then that is what it is. That's why we can vote.
It's
so.
just weird that like I could, if I was 18, I could go to a different state and smoke cigarettes if I wanted to. Like, what 18-year-old kid just like smokes cigarettes? You know what I mean?
you were talking about like actual cigarettes, not weed, when you said 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant. I don't know, because other states it's 18. You know,
Huh.
a lot of fun stuff. I think we have one more thing on the list. What is it? The I know.
what's a good way to get people to stop
Smoking.
smoking? Because the idea was let's tax it more, so it's very expensive. So it's like $10, $8 a pack. That way people will be like, oh, I can't swing that high of a price. I'm just going to try to stop, or I'm going to cut it down a little so I'm not smoking $10 a day in cigarettes.
I still think
that'll work.
I don't think that will work.
I think people will. I mean, if you're addicted to something, you're going to, people will adjust their finances around their addiction.
Yeah,
Like, I think, or at least a lot of people will. You might have some people who are like, I can't afford this right now, and they'll quit, But I think like people who've been like smoking for years, like crap.
damn, they raised my cigarettes
again, because I mean,
that sucks.
cigarettes have probably been going up and up and up, and people that have smoked for so many years have probably seen that. So like if they saw it like go like way up, it would probably be an inconvenience, but
Okay, so what if like
about it.
a law was passed tonight
Uh-huh.
and it was like all of a sudden you go to the smoke shop tomorrow, all cigarettes are $100, all packs everywhere, Walmart, gas stations. Do you think that could limit it?
You're probably gonna have like a revolt on your hands with that.
Yeah, I think
Like
you'd
a
have
civil war
you'd have a
revulsion?
big problem. Like, it sounds weird that you'd have a problem over that. Like, but a lot of people would freak out. Like, lose
Yeah, they
their
probably would,
shit, yeah.
but
Which I don't know what they would even do about it. Like, what do
Yeah.
you do with that about that point? Go march on the government?
we
I don't know.
march on on the White House.
We march on stogies. Give us
We
your
raid
cigarettes.
stogies. Tonight we ride, brethren. You have like
At dawn, we ride to the smoke shop. Oh,
Man.
yeah. But
I don't know. So, what is a good way to limit? Is there any?
don't know,
What
like,
should
I
we
don't-
do? Is it
I don't
is it
know.
even important to try to educate people and to not get into it at all?
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
it definitely is, yeah.
like the things that I learned in like that in Prime for Life, like that stuff isn't taught in school. Like you have like Dare and stuff like that. Dare sucks. They don't
Dare
teach. They don't
comes
teach you
into your
anything.
And it's in 5th grade, and I don't remember a dime.
They give the beer goggles. That's the funnest part of Dare.
And it's that
You guys ever
so
tried to walk
fake.
the line with the beer goggles? It is really fake.
Yeah.
But that was like, but when I put on those beer goggles, like I kind of want to try alcohol, kind of.
It's kind of lit.
I want to try this. Like,
Well, it's like you put on the beer goggles, and then me being completely hammered is two different things. Like,
seriously.
because the beer goggles just makes you walk in a diagonal, because I don't know why, but it's not the same.
It
Like,
just warps the image.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But being sloshed, you like can't even walk. Like,
Yeah.
your motor functions just don't work.
Mm-mm. No, but yeah, Dare freaking sucks. So if like we
Yes.
could like, get a system that actually teaches kids like real stuff, like the real dangers of like alcohol and drugs and smoking and all of that stuff. Like, I don't know. Like I don't know how Dare is now. All I remember is how it was in the 5th grade, but like I don't remember anything from it. Like I don't remember like ever being scared about like drugs or alcohol or anything like that. Like I remember telling myself, oh, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do drugs or alcohol or anything like that. But then here we are.
Welcome to 2018, ladies and gentlemen.
But I think the media, even though like a lot of those commercials are pretty ineffective, I think it has the potential to be effective. Like I remember there was this one commercial that I saw that was pretty effective. Like it showed like a bunch of, at least for me, like it showed like a bunch of like movie stars and like stuff like that, like smoking and everything. And like it was like this weird, like it kept like it was like one person was just like transitioning into like, like different people and everything. And the end of the commercial, it just stops on like this like gross looking man with like gray skin, and he's just all shriveled up looking and everything in a wheelchair in the middle of a hospital room. with like an oxygen tank behind them and everything. And like that kind of hit hard for me.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you can ever really prohibit or effectively like prevent, like, I guess, like, like forcefully stop anybody from doing
it's
it.
just like dare sucks. You're right. And that's like they go to your school, but they go for like a day or two out of the year.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days.
And they like just suck at it. Like it's just not. There's the whole like red, like what is it? The red something week where it's like go against drugs, red whatever week, and you wear like wristbands or whatever.
Yeah.
But they don't have like a class about it. And if they did have a class about it, I feel like kids would make fun of it.
Yeah.
Like,
it was more like health class. If you took a health class, they might mention it.
Yeah, they might mention it, but like I was about to bring that up as an example because when the only thing I can compare it to, because like I guess I don't know how to say this, in like health class they tell you to have like safe sex, for example, and in a class where they teach you about drugs and alcohol, they could say don't do it, or these are the effects of it. But in health class, they make fun of the whole sex thing. They're like, oh yeah, it's funny.
Wait, they taught you about safe sex in school?
I believe so. Yes.
I thought they weren't allowed to do that in Utah.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Maybe it changed for you, but I remember for us, they only were allowed to teach about abstinence.
Whoa!
Do you remember? Do you have that same experience?
See, funny. I don't think so. They never talked about safe sex, and they never talked about condoms or anything like that.
Yeah,
but they, I guess they were ordered to speak really openly about it.
Yes, that's true. They were supposed to be open about it, but there were certain things they couldn't answer.
Yeah.
They couldn't teach you about condoms, and they couldn't tell you what the clitoris was. Because I remember every health class I've ever been in, they were always like, yeah, what is that? And they're like, we're legally not allowed to tell you.
What's that? Moving on to the next slide. Oh, I have no idea. They didn't teach me
Poor
that.
girls.
Girls are like, what?
I was like, come on.
Come on. My mom will tell me. Do I have to Google it?
No, but like that same thing. It's like, well, I always pronounce it wrong because of this classic Gilbert Godfrey video. He was reading
my clitoris.
He was reading lines from 50 Shades of Grey when it first came out, and so I always say it like that. But no, like it's that same thing. It's like, why are they just say, yeah, don't do it, versus like, here's all the things that like are going to help you. Same with sex, same with like drugs and alcohol. Like if they really tried to educate you on it and let you have an opinion on it, versus like drugs bad, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if they are. Like,
well,
from
like
my experience, they look kind of cool. The movie theaters are doing it,
Even if they educate you, it still has the potential to get made fun of and just, stuff like that. I don't like.
Yeah, but kids are going to make fun of everything. Like, high school kids are just mean. You just have to work around it. They're going to make fun of math. Like, it doesn't mean you don't stop teaching math. Yeah. Like, imaginary numbers, I would make fun of those things every day. Those don't exist. They're imaginary. That's ridiculous.
They do exist.
They shouldn't.
In my heart.
No. I think that's it. Do you guys want to go smoke?
Yeah, smoke break after this?
Yeah.
Never. We don't condone smoking.
I'm gonna grab my
Dare.
This episode is brought to you by Dare.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Apron.
They will give you prepackaged hand-rolled cigarettes at a low cost of $19.95.
Hand-rolled backwoods, baby.
Hand rolled by little Chinese children.
Oh yeah,
they're great at it.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you for that. All right, we're
also
gonna
sponsored by Squarespace. Check out our Instagram. Your life's line. Here's why.
Yeah, we post memes all the time.
We're going to have some fun Christmas episodes.
We're going to have some crazy Christmas stuff coming to you.
And already got a little bit of a taste for that.
Yeah, you did. I forgot about
beginning of this episode.
Ooh, they're going to love it. Alrighty. Yeah. Thank you so much. Farewell.